How we doing, everybody? Jason here with 3-3 Outdoors. Coming to you today, guys, from Miller's Gun and Supply in Sugar Creek, Ohio, to bring you guys the 2012 Hoyt Vector 32 bow review. We've had a lot of requests on this bow, so we worked out a great partnership here with Miller's to come over here and just do the bow review here. That way we can get what a lot of you guys have asked for, and that is chrono speed. So before I leave today, I'll make sure this thing gets on a chrono and we get the thing chronoed as a bow hunting setup. But right now we're going to be talking about the 2012 Hoyt Vector 32. Just grabbing the bow. This is straight off the rack. This is one that is for sale. I just grabbed it. All he did was throw a rest on here so that we could shoot it and a D-loop. But overall, just like the Vector Turbo review, as far as the finish goes, it's flawless. It's Hoyt's finish. I love the graphics on the limbs. The new RKT, graphics that are on the limbs. I just really like that. As well as, it's just like on the Vector Turbo, Hoyt's using this beefed up limb pocket bolt that I really like. It's a 1/4 inch size for your Allen wrenches, and it's 2 sizes bigger than what I've seen on a lot of other bows. The grip, it's a 180 grip. This bow is 32 inches axle to axle with a 6 3/4 inch brace height, and the IBO on it is right around 330. Now we'll give you realistic IBOs here before we leave today. It's got the string stop, and it comes stock with, on the Vector Turbo, there were 4 speed knocks at the top and 4 at the bottom, and this one here has 4 at the bottom and 2 at the top. So it's definitely got a little bit different setup. I know a lot of guys out there are, doing some things and having problems with timing the new RKT cams. At least that's, guys, don't believe all the hype. These are just our opinions on these products. These are by no means sales pitches or anything like that. I have no idea what the timing and how easy these are to tune. I can tell you that talking to the guys here at this bow shop, it's a phenomenal bow, and there seems to be no problems whatsoever. Foos strings on it. It's got the 180 grip, like I mentioned. I'm a big fan of the 180 grip, always have been. But as far as, like I said, the fit and finish, I love the look. It's got the double roller guard, and as far as Hoyt goes, they just continue to keep producing top quality bows. What I did notice about this is when I'm checking out the specs is that these specs are the exact same thing on the new carbon element. It's 32 inches, 330 IBO with a 6 3/4. It's just a difference between risers, and that's it. You got a carbon riser compared to the machined aluminum. So keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out if you want to drop $1,200 or if you want to drop $800. But all this stuff here, guys, you guys can check out Miller's Gun and Supply. We really appreciate them, helping us out here and giving us an opportunity to come over and get these reviews for you guys. They carry Matthews, Hoyt, Prime, as well as I think they carry Elite as well. Now, I didn't see any Elites up there on the racks, but I think they do an order as they come. But we're just going to shoot this thing right now. I'm going to shoot it a couple times and give you guys an overall feel of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw just a plain aluminum rod stabilizer on it. It's got some bow jacks at the end of it, and we're going to put the GoPro on there so you guys can actually see the vibration and hear it kind of like that as well. So we're going to just shoot it a couple times here, and then we'll go with putting the GoPro on it so you guys can get a feel. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to shoot this Vector 32. As far as the cams on the thing, I don't see any spacer issues at all with this thing. Now, the one I'm shooting here has got the number 2 cam set at 28 inches. So this is as high as this number 2 cam will go. I did notice, just shooting it a little bit before we got rolling tape here, that it is definitely cranked up to 70 pounds. It's way too much for me. When I come back, the let off is way too steep, and I end up jerking it back, and it pops the arrow a lot. So I don't care for the number 2 cam on a 70 pounder, but what we did is the same thing we did with the Vector Turbo. We took this thing down and took it down 2.5 turns, so we should be right around the 63 to 65 pound mark. and we're going to let you guys see it. Now we have nothing on this thing as far as vibration killing. The only thing we have on it is what comes stock with the bow, which is the Foos limb dampeners. And but as far as a stabilizer or anything like that, we've got nothing on it. So here we go. This is the Hoyt Vector 32 number 2 cam, set at 28 inches and about 63 to 65 pounds. Very, very, very smooth draw. Very smooth draw, just like the Vector Turbo. It's a very, very nice smooth draw. There's no big hump in it. As far as creep, there's not much creep there, I'm going to tell you. As far as, you know, creep and back wall and stuff like that, Elite still has that hands down. But the draw on it is very nice. The back wall, there's a little bit of movement. I'm going to tell you right now that there's a little bit of movement there. You know, it's a little, you know, it's pretty good. By no means is it, you know, bad. But it's not rock solid, and I'm sure you could mess with that a little bit. But as far as just out of the box, there's a little bit of sponginess there, but I mean very, very, very minimal. And this is just my opinion. What feels spongy to me could feel rock solid to somebody else. It holds very, very nice. Holds very nice in your hand. I see absolutely zero cam lean whatsoever. And I'm just going to let this thing go. You can see that the bow wanted to kick back just a little bit with nothing on it. I'm sure with a decent stabilizer you could get rid of that right away. We're going to go ahead and shoot another. We're shooting carbon maximum 100 arrows, 350 spine. I'm not sure what the weight is on them. We'll get the weight on them before we do the chrono test. But again, you can tell that I kind of jerk it. I hold on to my release a little tighter. I don't know why. But with this one, like I said, it holds really steady. I really like the way it holds. But it definitely wants to kick back a little bit, but there's no side-to-side kick, so that's nice. That's real nice. And one more, and then we'll put the GoPro on it. Okay. Like I said, still I see absolutely zero cam lean on this thing whatsoever. Every time without anything on there, it does want to kick back at me a little bit, but the bow is dead in the hand. I don't feel anything in the hand. You know, I'm going to start calling it aftershock because that way you guys can know what I'm talking about. It's got very, 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 very minimal aftershock. I really like the way this bow holds and feels in my hand. So let's throw the GoPro on it, and that way we can give you guys another look. Okay, so we put the GoPro on it, and all we did was put it on just a basic stabilizer. It's got a few bow jacks here at the end, but it's by no means a top quality vibration dampening stabilizer. It's nothing more really than just a way for us to gauge vibration in the bow. So we got the GoPro on it. We're going to shoot 3 more shots so that you guys can see with the GoPro just what kind of recovery time you get on the bow. I'm going to try to hold it as torque free as possible, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. Okay, now the bow definitely wanted to dive forward with this much weight on the bow, on the front of the thing, with the camera and that stabilizer. It definitely wanted to dive forward after the shot, and I held it up just so that the camera would stay on it. So here's shot number 2, I'm sorry. Almost split the other arrow right there. I got no sights on here or nothing, and here comes shot number 3. I'm sure with weight and stuff like that, you guys could play around with the, you know, the balance of the overall bow with the shot, but the vibration and the after, remember why I said I'm going to call it the aftershock, that's gone. With even the slightest little bit of a stabilizer, that aftershock is gone, from what I can feel. Now the camera might pick up something else, but okay. Okay, I just put those 3 arrows with no sight or no nothing at about 10 yards, all within a 2-inch group. So, all right, so there you go, guys. We're going to get some chrono numbers next here, but this is the Hoyt Vector 32, sorry. And this is the number 2 cam, set at 28 inches and around 63 to 65 pounds. I love the bow. It's one of my favorites. It's real similar to my CRX32, but that one has the number 3 cams at a 29 inch draw. I just like that a little bit better. It's a smoother draw for me. If you guys don't mind a little bit of a harsh pull on that thing, it stacks up quick with the number 2 cam on there, then I would say pick this up and give it a try. We're gonna get some numbers next here, so stick with us. Okay, we're gonna get the chrono readings for a 2012 Vector 32, number 2 cam, set at 28 inches and about 63 to 65 pounds with a 390 grain Carbon Express Maxima Hunter. Go for it, Marcus. Okay, let's come down here and get a reading. 286.7 average. That one was 287. So pretty good speeds for a 28 inch draw. Okay. .284.5 that time with an average of 286. Okay, so in closing, guys, there you go. Gave you a little bit of review on the new Vector 32 by Hoyt with RKT cams. Personally, I like the bow, but I like the number 3 cam better. I've stretched out my draw length to a 29 now, and I just think that the number 3 cam is a little bit smoother. The number 2 is it's kind of harsh. I'm not going to lie to you. But I want to thank Miller's Gun Supply. You guys can check them out. They carry all this stuff. If this is the bow that you've been looking for, and if this review seems to help at all and spread some light on some things, you know, check them out, give them a call. I'll have all their information. Larry and the guys really take their time with their customers here. They have a lot of stuff in stock, and they're not just going to hand you a bow off the rack and send you on your way. They're going to spend time, make sure it's set up to you in the right way before you leave. So give them a call, check them out. The 2012 Hoyt Vector 32 with the RKT cam, and really like the bow, and we'll see you guys later. Appreciate all the support. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be back with some more reviews soon. Thanks. God bless.